Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. There are reports coming out that Zach Wilson's relationship with Aaron Rodgers soured. It seems like, to me, Zach Wilson didn't realize who Aaron Rodgers was. It's being reported that Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the mentor to Zach Wilson. Aaron Rodgers was going to play. Zach Wilson was going to learn how to be a professional, how to play the position under Aaron Rodgers for 2 years, preferably 2, and then step in and he'd be ready to go. But seemingly, once Aaron Rodgers got hurt, the mentorship stopped.
Well, it didn't look like that to me on the sidelines. There was constant communication, coming in and out as far as, with them. Is from what I've seen, I've been a huge Zach Wilson supporter through the ups, through the downs, regardless. And I've always paid attention to his body language. I paid attention to Aaron Rodgers, who is really not his job. You know how veteran quarterbacks are. It's not my job to babysit. It's not my job to coach. Understanding that he's here to take my job or whatever it may be. But he seemed to support really well, from what I could see from the naked eye, obviously from what I could see from the TV copy. But I'm not sure how real this report may be. Obviously, it might be smoke and mirrors to me.
I'll be your mentor as long as there's no chance for you to play. Why would I mentor you, get you ready, you play extremely well, then why you need me next year?
But that's not going to happen. Not in this situation.
So
based on name, and based on money paid, that's not going to happen. Even if he did play
crazy.
Well.
Yes.
So?
If Zach Wilson would have played well, let's say Zach Wilson go out there and play like Jordan Love or play like C.J. Stroud.
Right.
Why would I bring a 40-year-old quarterback back and not this 23-year-old?
You know what? I think Jesus could have been at the helm. Mary, who had a little lamb, could have played quarterback for the Jets, and it would have been exactly the same way it ended.
Yeah, but
Aaron Rodgers wasn't saving him. So hypothetically speaking, with Zach having a good year, it wasn't gonna happen. And that's no disrespect to any of the Jets players, and just
so he was he going
you call a spade.
Oh, so was he gonna mentor Zach Wilson like he did Jordan Love? Was he gonna mentor him like that?
We don't know. We don't even know how that situation went. But Jordan Love was good, boy. Jordan Love was good. Jordan Love is one of those.
Guess who else knew he was good?
Brett Favre or the manager?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, he knew his time was coming. It's funny how GMs noticed that, how Andy Reid saw Patrick Mahomes, how whoever the owner or management is of the Packers saw Jordan Love and just knew, you know what, we got to take him.
I keep telling you, it doesn't matter if it's a relationship or not. They will tolerate you until they can replace you. How long am I going to pay you $50 million and you give me your butt to kiss? You keep taking shots at me.
Right.
Why? Why do you? My grandpa used to tell my aunts this all the time. He said, don't grumble and stay. Grumble and leave. He said, don't tell me. He said, don't tell me what an SOB I am in my house. Tell me what an SOB I am at your house. So Aaron Rodgers, you so unhappy, don't take my $50 million and complain and talk about you want to retire. I don't know if I'm going to retire. I don't know how long I did there. I don't know. A lot of people didn't want me to have success here.
Right.
Man, you know what? Even if Jordan, sometimes Ocho, even if the person that's replacing the lady that you have, or the guy that's replacing the man that you had, is better off because it gives you a peace of mind, and you don't feel like you have to constantly kiss somebody's butt to be in their life.
Come on now.
Right. Aaron Rodgers is the type of dude that wants you to constantly kiss his butt to be in his life. And the Packers says, no, enough of this.
Because we got somebody.
I don't know if they
good,
thought Jordan Love would play
promising.
this well, but I know they had it up to here with Aaron Rodgers.
With him?
Right. Because they had just gone through the same thing with Brett Favre. And when Brett Favre wouldn't mentor, it didn't help him. My grandpa used to always say, Ocho, if you're not careful, you'll become the very thing you despise the most in a person. Now, you tell me what it is you despise the most in a person, and if you're not careful, you will become that very thing. Now, you tell me if Aaron Rodgers was not upset with the way that Brett Favre treated him, and what did he become? The very thing that he despised the most.
Hey, somebody coming after your job. You understanding somebody's coming after your job, the way you feed your family, coming after them game checks. Everything starts to decrease. The pressure starts to increase. You don't have as much leverage. You don't have as much leeway for the mistakes.
If you are what you believe you are, he can't see me. If they move, it's well within their right to move on. It's a cheaper option. But he can't. If you say, okay, we're going to put the job up. And I understood well. I talked to Ozzie when they drafted Todd Heat in the first round. Okay, my job is to get him ready. But if Ozzie would have said, hey, boy, we're going to put the job up, and whoever wins the job, that's who's going to play. Todd Heat couldn't beat me out for that job. Right. Are you high? Do you understand who I was and what I thought I could, what I knew I could do? Man, they better
now. Come on now.
I ain't got no problem. Hey, Ozzie, when you drafted a guy in the first round, let me get him ready to play because I know my time is up at the end of the year. And I'm okay with that because you gave me an opportunity to come here for 2 years. I won a championship. You let me have some influence in the locker room. I'm forever grateful for that. So I don't look at it, oh, man, bro, I just went to the Pro Bowl. I led the tight end in receptions. How you going to go draft the tight end? Bro, I appreciate the money. What you did these 2 years is now you financially secured my kids and they kids and college for life. I'm forever indebted for that.
See how you understand? See how you understood what happened when they drafted Todd Heap in the first round? How you think Brett Favre felt when they drafted Aaron Rodgers? You already know what's coming. You already know what's coming. What happened? What happened when they drafted Jordan Love? Aaron Rodgers was what? Upset, threw a fit. He was mad. So what did they have to do? Show me the money, because they knew Jordan Love wasn't ready right away. Now look at him. The goddamn man, Jordan Love, mannerisms, body language, arm mechanics, the way he throws, look just like Aaron Rodgers. Just like him, throwing off the back foot, man. All the stuff you're not supposed to do, he's doing, and he has the arm talent to do it.
But Ocho, all those, think about is the man got 4 MVPs and been to 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and it's not like think about the receivers he's throwing to. Devontae Adams, he's throwing to Jordy Nelson, Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, James Jones. Look at the young Devontae Adams. Look at the young receivers that he had before he left.
Randall Cobb,
yes.
Yeah, he has some.
So
boys
don't
now.
make it seem like, he didn't have nobody. Look at that defense. He had Zadarius Smith. He had Preston Smith. He had Kenny Clark. He had some dogs there. He had Latimer. What's the guy? What's the DB? The DB of Green Bay that be locking it down. That's
Zaire Alexander. Yeah.
Darnell Savage. Yes. So let's not pretend that the Packers were devoid of talent during his tenure, because they were not.
Right. Yeah, they was on point. They was on point. I think there were always gripes from Aaron Rodgers about the level of talent toward the end of his career, the level of offensive help that he had at the receiver position, outside of Devontae Adams. I remember that. I'm sure
they drafted. Well, how about this? Well. If you don't, you know what? The best way to get young receivers on the same page is to show your ass up in OTAs and to work with them in minicamp. That's the quickest way.
In the offseason.
Oh yeah. So where was it when they got them young receivers? Tell the people that's listening, where was Aaron Rodgers?
Where was he?
He wasn't in Green Bay. I don't know where he was, but he wasn't in Green Bay.
No. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put. I mean, you got to put that little extra work in it. Sometimes I think quarterbacks might think it doesn't mean nothing. You know, mini camp, I'll see you. Mini camp, you know, I'll see you. Training camp, they might think that's enough time. But that chemistry you get to build and timing with receivers and understanding the timing and understanding their speed and their movements and knowing when to throw it based on who it is
Yeah,
different.
I mean, he had Charles Woodson for years. He had Clay Matthews, Clay Matthews Jr. Was a perennial Pro Bowler. Yeah. So let's not pretend like the Packers during Aaron Rodgers' tenure was devoid of talent, because we know that they weren't.